Hey everybody, it's Lindsay, and this is part 2 of my frequently asked questions, where I'm answering the questions that you left on my channel over the past couple months. And so if you didn't see the first video, go check that out. And here are my answers to the rest of some of these questions. The first one is, can you do a video on your Mary Kay lip products? Yes, I already did the lipsticks, but I want to do a video on the new lip glosses that they just came out. I got a bunch of them and they're fabulous. So that will probably be either my next video or very soon. Okay, the next one is, so I don't really have the money to buy good makeup. Right there, just because you don't have that much money to buy like high-end products, it doesn't mean the drugstore is not good at all. So I was wondering if you only had to use drugstore makeup, what foundation, eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara would you use, brushes and such? Okay, so foundation, this is so easy for me. Foundation, Neutrogena Healthy Skin, it's just amazing. It's one of my favorite foundations. High-end drugstore, not even being considered, just it's a great foundation. Eyeshadow, probably Wet n Wild, they're just fabulous, especially for the price. Eyeliner, Physicians Formula Eye Booster, here. This is the liquid liner. This is my favorite liquid liner of all time. You've seen it a million times, it's just amazing, so that's definitely my favorite eyeliner. And mascara, CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume, love it. And then brushes, I already use mainly e.l.f. brushes, so that one isn't too hard. How old are you? I am 22 and I will be 23 in May. How'd you choose your YouTube name, LaFemme5278? What's it mean? It's, LaFemme is French for girl, the girl. I didn't want to limit my channel. I didn't want it to be something like Lindsay makeup by Lindsay or something like that. I wanted this to be a channel where I could do whatever I wanted with it. And not that you can't if your name is that, but I wanted it to be, I want to do nails, I want to do makeup, I want to do hair, fashion, lifestyle, anything feminine. That's why I did femme, because anything that as a woman I'm interested in, I want to be able to, you know, make that a part of my channel. And it's not like I do a lot of fashion things, but I can if I want. Do you prefer Urban Decay's D-Slick or the All-Nighter Setting Spray? I'm not really seeing any difference in the products on the site and I'm torn which one I should buy. So I have both of them here. Okay, here is the D-Slick and here I just have a little one of the All-Nighter. Basically, they just make your makeup last longer. My thing would be, if you have a tendency to get at all oily throughout the day, go with D-Slick, because they both make your makeup last longer. They both set your makeup. The D-Slick just helps to absorb oil more than the All-Nighter does. So, I mean, if you have problems with oiliness at all, get the D-Slick. Your arms look very toned. What do you do to work out? If so, can you show us about your routine? Well, thank you so much. I have put on a couple of pounds over the winter and things like that, which I typically do. I'm just like not the best about that. But you know, now going into summer, I always start working out more. I start eating better and just kind of getting into a shape where I'm comfortable in summer clothes and things like that. I have more toned arms because I'm naturally more muscular. I mean, and everybody's built differently. I don't love my arms. I wish, you know, even at my thinnest, I still have these muscular arms, and there's a part of me that wishes they would be, you know, just more thin and feminine, but they're not. So whatever, I embrace them. But as far as workout routine, I'm not the best about working out, but when I do Jillian Michaels workout DVDs. I'm not a go to the gym kind of girl. I just don't feel like making time for that. Driving, I will dread it. I just am not into that. And I like sweat and I breathe with my mouth open, and so I just feel much more comfortable working out at home. So her workout DVDs, 30 Day Shred, she has a bunch of them. She has new ones I haven't tried. They're just fabulous. They are so kick butt. She doesn't waste time. You don't even have time to drink water, which is great because I don't want to waste my time. And you can fit it in and you can work up to it. But yeah, those are just great, and they're so inexpensive. I mean, you can get her DVDs on half.com for $6 or something. So if you're looking for something to try, that's a great one to try. If I really get into working out, eventually I want to try P90X or Insanity or something like that, but they're really expensive to get started. And if I'm not going to be super consistent about it, I'm not going to pay that kind of money when I have workout DVDs that I can use. Okay, do you plan on pursuing something in the makeup industry? So I feel like I'm doing that with my YouTube channel. I get to talk about beauty and discuss it with so many of you who love beauty products and makeup and things like that just as much as I do. And so it's really been a hobby of mine that I'm able to do this. So I feel like that is how I work makeup into my life and things like that. I have a career that is completely non-makeup related. And I like the balance of the two. I love business. I love what I do, but I also love makeup. And so I feel like I get the best of both worlds with this. And I do the Mary Kay, and I do bridal makeup on the side sometimes. I mean, not a lot, but I'll do bridal makeup. And yeah, I fit it in where I can. And so that's kind of how I have fun with that. If I could have my dream job, it would be to have my own nail polish line. I just think it would be seriously amazing to pick my own colors, finishes, name them. I just think that would be the most fun job. Probably will never happen, and I'm not disappointed if it doesn't happen. But yeah, that would just be a fun dream job. All right, what is your favorite type of nail polish and color in that line? So there's no way I could pick a favorite nail polish color. It would just be completely impossible for me. I love so many different kinds of nail polish, so many different brands. There is just something about OPI though that I love. Like, you could have 2 bottles and they're the exact same color, but the one in the OPI bottle just for some reason looks more beautiful to me. Like, I just love OPI, the bottle. I love their names. I love their collections that they come out with. So I have the most OPI out of any brand. But I love Zoya. I love China Glaze. I just love so many different brands. Zoya is probably like my number 2 just because they have so many colors. And I love Zoya as a company the most. I mean, as a company, Zoya is just fabulous. But yeah, I could never pick a favorite color. And I guess favorite type of nail polish, I really like cream colors, and I don't know, I really like shimmer, like glitter too, like really holographic, funky glitter. How often do you wash your hair? I wash my hair every other day, and I get a lot of questions about this. I used to have to wash it every day. I used to wash it every single day, and if I didn't, it felt like itchy to me, it felt gross, it was greasy, I would get completely greasy by the end of the day. And so you really have to train your hair, and that sounds silly, but your hair is producing so much oil because you're stripping it of that oil every day when you wash it. So start to go every other day if that's something you want to do, and then use dry shampoo on the off days to absorb what oil you have. Suave dry shampoo is my favorite. It's so cheap. I just really like how it works with my hair, and your hair will get used to it. Your hair will stop producing as much oil. And me, I wash it every other day, sometimes even every 3 days. And on the second day, usually not greasy at all. I usually don't, I almost never use dry shampoo anymore unless I'm pushing it to the 3rd day, or sometimes you just have oilier hair than others. Yeah, but that's definitely what I would recommend. And it's so much better for me because it's just so time consuming to wash your hair, put your products in it, comb through it, dry it, flat iron it, curl it. I mean, it's just too much to do that every day, and it's too damaging. So I'm happy to do it every other day, every 3 days. Okay, so here is a pretty personal question, but I'll answer it because I know you're curious. Do you and your husband want to start trying for a baby anytime in the near future? No. I love children so much. We both do. I have a niece, a baby niece, and I have so much fun with her. I love her. I think everything she does is adorable. I could stare at pictures of her all day long. Having said that, there's no part of me that wants a baby right now. We are so young. We just got married. We will never get this time back of just being married couple, just the 2 of us on our own. We have the freedom to do whatever we want. We can sleep in on a Saturday. We can go out for the weekend if we want, you know, whatever. And so, and if I had a baby right now, my life would be 100% different. I mean, my career, just all the freedoms that I have now would be just completely different. And I want to have children, and we both do, when that's absolutely what we want, and when that's what we know we want, and we're ready for that, and we're done living our kind of single lives, like just the 2 of us. So that for us, I think, is years down the road. We're 22 and 23. There's, you know, no rush as far as that. What was the most challenging part of planning your wedding and the easiest? I would say the most challenging part was trying to fit everything into a budget. And not like I, you know, had these crazy ideas or, you know, these big things that I wanted. You know, it's not like I wanted 1,000 doves being released or anything like that. It's just we have big families and they're all close. So it was a big wedding. And so you just can't cut certain people out when you're seeing them all the time at family reunions and things like that. So that was probably the hardest part, was to try and do what you wanted within a budget. And you know, the more people you have, just the more expensive it is. And I think that's what people don't realize is we had a tented wedding in my parents' property. And so people think, oh my gosh, you must have saved so much money doing that. Nope. When you do that, you rent everything separately. And so it's a lot, and it's so much to coordinate all that. And you know, you add 5 people to the wedding list. It's not, okay, you're paying for 5 extra meals. It's, you're paying for those chairs, their glasses, their flatware, their china, another centerpiece, another table, another tablecloth, a bigger tent, more of this, more of that. I mean, it's just, it was just so much. So that was the most challenging part. The easiest, I don't know. I think honestly picking things was the easiest. I am a perfectionist and I'm really picky about what I like. And so I figured I'd be like that with my wedding, but I honestly just didn't care about most things. I was planning a wedding in my senior year of college, which is stressful enough. We had the house, so we were putting all of our energy into getting the house ready. So when it came to wedding stuff, I was kind of like, I don't even care that much anymore. I mean, I did, but I was not about to spend hours and hours and hours looking over one little thing. Do I want this finished? Do I want that finished? Like, I just didn't have time for that. I didn't have the energy for it. So I would have rather put my money and my energy into our house, which we're living in now, we're going to live in for years, versus the one-day wedding. And I mean, I had an amazing wedding. I couldn't have asked for anything more. I loved my wedding, and I couldn't have done it without my mom, who planned most of it, because I don't know, it wasn't the most fun thing to me. I just wanted to be married and be in our house and that. So the wedding, I had a fabulous wedding. I loved it, but the wedding planning, like, I would not want to go back to that at all, planning the wedding. That just, I did not enjoy it like some people do. Okay, and then here's another wedding question. Hey, Lindsay, what is the best piece of advice you can give for planning a wedding? I would just have to say to keep everything in perspective. It is one day, and at the end of the day, you're going to be married, and that is what you need to be putting your effort into is, are you ready to be married? Are you both prepared for that? So I think, you know, all these TV shows like Platinum Weddings and things like that, they put these huge expectations on weddings, and everybody does these bigger and bigger and better and grander weddings. And I mean, you have to do what's reasonable for you. For me, you know, we were very blessed that our parents paid for the wedding, and we could put our money and our time into the house. But for me, the house was more important anyway. Like if it would have been up to us to pay for it, I would have just had a much smaller wedding, much more simple, and put more of our money into the house, because at the end of the day, do I want to be paying for our wedding, you know, 2 years later? No, I that would make me angry. So keep it into perspective. You want to have the wedding of your dreams, but not if it's going to keep you up at night because you're stressing over so much money and what things are costing. And I mean, and don't get caught up in like trying to impress everybody and blow everybody away, because I mean, most of the things you do, most people don't notice anyway, the little details. Right, how do you go from brunette to blonde? I've been dyeing my hair dark brown for a while now, but I want to go back to blonde with the least amount of damage. For me, when I didn't go brown this winter. I usually go brown over the winter, but and my roots are really bad now. But for me, I just highlight it slowly. I get it done, and I have some blonde highlights put in, and then when those start to grow out, I have more blonde highlights go in. So it's kind of like a slower process. But I guess that's the best way I can put it. I mean, anytime you bleach your hair though, it's gonna cause damage. All right, and then the last question, there's tons of questions, but so many of them are just repeats and things like that. So the last question I'll add in this, where are you from? I am from Pennsylvania. I get asked about my accent a lot because I know, and I didn't realize that I had an accent before making videos and people commenting on it. The biggest word that I say that I get comments is on, how I say on, like, and I realize it, and it's so funny to me because I could never say, I think, is it supposed to be on? Like, is that how you're supposed to say that? Like, on my face? To me, that sounds so weird. I could never get myself to say that. So I say on. Yes, I put that extra accent in there, but that's how I say it. That's where I'm from. So I'm a PA girl. What can I say? Yeah, so that's basically it. These have been the answers to your questions that you've been asking. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gave you a little bit more of a peek into who I am and, you know, what kind of got me into this. So I will talk to you soon. See you, everybody.